Well, I'll tell you what I remember. So, I moved from Milwaukee when I was 12 years old. I would say the year before we moved, we began smelling this funky ass smell in our neighborhood. And the sky was kind of like orange. The area around us was kind of orange, and it was like real thick air, and it was stinking. And so we started closing our windows or whatnot because we didn't know what the smell was. And even when we closed our windows, the smell came through the house. It was like potent. It was funky. It was like the funkiest smell you could ever smell. And it made us feel ill. Eventually, we got used to it. We didn't know what it was. We had no idea that there was a killer in the neighborhood, nor did we know that he was eating the body parts and he was keeping them there. We had no freaking clue. Back to Jeffrey Dahmer, me actually meeting him personally. The first time I met him was in our neighborhood going to the corner store. He was actually really, really nice. He didn't pose any problem. He was quiet. He stuck to himself, and he really didn't bother anyone from what we saw. I never saw him around any black people just to stand out. I never saw him around children. He would smile, nod his head. He really was a man. Sorry, he really wasn't a man of many words, but when I did see him again, it was at the chocolate factory that he worked at, and he gave us free chocolate, and he was really nice. He would show us around. He would talk about the chocolate factory, and really had no issues with him. When we found out that there was somebody who was in the neighborhood and killing people, eating them, and all that other good stuff, we didn't really have an idea that it was Jeffrey Dahmer because, like I said, he was really, really nice and he didn't do anything to anyone from what we saw. When I saw him on television, I was like, whoa, that's the guy from the chocolate factory. And didn't really know that he was into that type of stuff. I know that our neighborhood crackhead, his name was Smitty. He was one of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims, and we noticed he went missing like 4 or 5 months before. But being a crackhead and just being out there, we didn't know what had happened to him. But then when his photo came up on the news, we knew that he was a victim of Jeffrey Dahmer's, and that was that. We were all outside playing. We would see Jeffrey walking around or whatnot, but like I said, he was never a threat, not outward. We never saw anything. If I could pass this man today, I would say he wasn't a threat. What he did behind closed doors is fucked up, for sure, for sure. What we went through as children, seeing this shit, was fucked up, for sure, for sure. The smell, never will forget it. That's why I think my nose is so strong now because I know funky smells when I smell them, and having to live through that for months was just horrific. And I think that was the reason why we moved from Milwaukee because we were in such close proximity to him. It fucked with us psychologically, knowing that we were living next to a killer and just around those elements. It's just not good for children. But anyway, there is some food downstairs. I went and got y'all some. What's this shit called? Dairy Queen. So your food is on the table, and y'all's it's a Oreo Blizzard is in the freezer. Your spoon is in the freezer as well. All right, talk to you later. Mwah.
Hey, what's up with y'all? It's your boy Low the Flow, back with another video. Yes, y'all, I did watch the show Jeffrey Dahmer. It took me a few years to watch it. And the show definitely disgusted me as a black man. Just being black in general, we just go through so much stuff for no reason. But yeah, it did. It mentally kind of messed me up for one day. Just I went to work. I couldn't even like. It's he's definitely like a demon, man. Like just disgusting. Like, and it's crazy. It's people that have Jeffrey mindset that's living among us, and we just don't know. I give the show 11 out of 10. It was good, and I'm not saying good in a way like it's oh my gosh, no, it's good because I don't know. It's a dark show, man. It's a dark show. Like you got to be mentally prepared for a show like that. But that could either traumatize you or it could either make you do things what he did. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying? It can influence people, and it's probably has influenced a lot of people. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just want to say rest in peace to all the men that I had to go through that situation, man. That show was very dark. Like I had told my coworker, man, I felt sick going to work, man. It just it hurts, man. You know, deeply in my heart, man. So like, yeah, yeah. Hope y'all have a beautiful, productive day. And just keep going forward. And let me know your thoughts on the YouTube videos, or like Jeffrey Dahmer in general, or whatever, man. Don't be negative in the comments, man. Just keep it level headed, dog. Peace.